So yesterday I was talking about this crazy concept of shape-shifting and how you can shift your identity through the use of I am statements. And you may be familiar with that already. Today, I'm going to give you something, the next step, even more powerful, which is the use of sound and breath and movement. Movement is the most powerful way to change your state of mind. And you may know this already. Tony Robbins was the one that really brought this to my attention, and he always brings this to awareness that whenever you're in a down state, and in fact, let me say it in a different way, like in order to do something powerful, to do something that requires you to do something new, you have to have energy. And the fastest way to get energy, the fastest way to change what he says, your state of mind, which is another way to say energy. When you feel energized, you have an energized state of mind. The fastest way to do that is through changing how you move your body. So if you're in a down state, typically, you're slumped, you're moving very slowly, you're breathing very lightly. And in fact, when you're in the fight or flight type of mode, the parasympathetic, when you're in fear state, oftentimes the breath gets very shallow, the movement gets almost still. It's that freeze kind of thing that the body does. So the fastest way to break out of that, if you have that coming up, or you just want to trigger off and activate energy, is to move your body differently. And I share sometimes these really simple things, like you can go for a walk, but if you're in the office and you're feeling kind of like your energy's getting down, you can do these kind of swing motions like this. So movement is the fastest way to change your state of mind, to energize your body so that you are in a powerful state. And that's what you need to do, that you need to be in a powerful state in order to change your self-identity. If you're like me and you came from a fairly challenged background with some trauma going on in the family as we moved around a lot when I was young, my family kind of split up, and so there was some trauma that got developed my sense of identity. So my identity was an identity of lack and limitation. Even though I grew up in an entrepreneurial family that was very much up and down, up and down, up and down. And for me, that trauma got lodged in during that time when my family was splitting up, moving a lot, times of lack and limitation, lodged into my sense of self-belief that that's what my identity was. So again, movement. And now let's talk about breath, because breath is movement. Breath is the movement of your lungs. It's the movement that brings oxygen up into your brain. And movement and breath, they usually go together, right? Because if you're moving, if you go out for a walk or you do these kind of simple kind of movements like this that you can do in the office, you often find yourself breathing a little heavier, like I am right now. But you can also activate that by doing this kind of movement where you are reaching down and moving your hands back down. Give it a try with me right now. We're going to do it two more times. Reach down. Pull the energy up from the earth as you're breathing in, and then as you reach the top, you're moving the breath out. Let's do it one more time. So that is a simple way. There's more profound ways. In the ancient sciences, there's the science of breath, and if you want to go deeper, you can go that route. I like to kind of strip away all of the packaging that often goes to these mystical sciences. They're going to remain a mystery anyways, because most people will do what the brain does naturally, which is stay in a state of consistency. We talked about that yesterday. So if we've grown up, with challenge and trauma, and we feel ourselves to be in lack and limitation, our sense of our inner sense, our inner way that our brain is designed to be consistent, that's our identity. So most people either won't do this, or they will just stay in that state of consistency. As weird as it sounds, and you may be able to relate to this, but even when we're in trauma, even when we're in an experience of lack and limitation, our neurology, our neuropsychology likes consistency. So that's our identity. And consistency says that we want to stay consistent with who we think we believe ourselves to be. But that's not you. If you're listening to me right now and this resonates with you, the simple movements, breath that I'm talking about right now is one of the fastest ways to change your state of mind, to change your internal energy. Combine that and build this with a habit of new I am statements. So I am a high achiever. I am a person of abundance. I am a person with self-love and love for others. I am a person that connects to other people. I am in a community that supports me. Even if it doesn't seem that way, because the old identity is whatever it is, or whatever it was, whatever it is right now. The new identity is, you can shift it into anything that you want to. So just to give a quick recap, it's I am statements. I am the kind of person. These are things that you can write out. I like to type them out. I have them in a 3-ring binder, and it's my vision binder. And my habit every day is to meditate, to look at that binder, read those I am statements. I am the kind of person that works out. I am the kind of person that's connected to others. I am a person of wealth and influence. I am. So the I am statements on a repetitive basis, combine that with some movement and some breath. And when you find yourself falling back into that previous identity, the previous identity of lack and limitation, you can use sound, breath, and movement to break out your state of mind, to re-energize, bring oxygen into the brain, and trust me, everything's going to start to look really different. This is all about how you can change your state of mind the fastest way possible: breath, movement, and then the repetition of the I am statements. Take it out of your unconscious mind and bring it into your conscious awareness, where you're programming your mind for the kind of person you are. I am the kind of person that works out. I am the kind of person that's generous with others. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am. Whatever that is for you, write that down, repeat it, and then use this breath and movement whenever you need to. In the next video, I'm going to give the next little piece to this, which is the use of sound. So sound is like breath, but it's even more powerful when we use it in powerful incantations, and we combine it with these 3 things together. These are the tools for shifting your identity, shifting your sense of who you are and what's possible for you. And when you do these things, when you make this shift, the world starts to look differently. This is what shape-shifting is all about. It's very real, it's beautiful, it's amazing. Join me on the journey, leave a comment below. I want to hear if this resonates, if this is helpful. I also want to hear if you're building the habit, if you're actually using it. It's not an intellectual thing. You've got to do it. You've got to do the writing, do the movement, do the breath work, and let me know how it's working for you.